Hi everyone, I am Ketra. Welcome to a collective reading. So as always, collective readings, these messages may not resonate with you, and if they don't, that's okay. But thank you so much for watching. Thank you for subscribing, and thank you for sharing my channel. So the intention of the reading for today is to just help others on their soul's path. I have some messages written down. I'm not sure which of those are going to apply, but I have a feeling of which ones will. So let's just go ahead and get started. So what I'm feeling is love. If I'm being honest, it's love, and where is it at? Where is it coming from? And where are we looking for it from? And I think deeply we need to, as one of the messages that I wrote down, is if you loved yourself, you would be happy. So sometimes we seek love from external circumstances. If I have this job, others will like me, and then that's love. If I do this and this and this for that person, that's love. And that's not exactly it. We have to love ourselves unconditionally, understand that we are light, we are from God, we are from a higher source, a higher power, whatever you resonate with. That is where our soul is from. And once we deeply connect with our soul and our soul's path, that is when we have the ultimate love and ultimate happiness. That is literally what we're down here to do. We've been down here before many times, right? But this time we're down here to do something else, or we're down here because we're now going to be living and dealing with situations that we may have put others through or may have caused in other times when we were here. And so what I'm focused on now is my soul's path, and how can I help others right now is really what I'm being drawn to the most, is how can I share my light with others. And so I think the intention of the reading is going to be very soul deep. So I thought we would use the soul contract oracle cards to start our reading. So we're going to get a message from these cards, and then we're going to kind of just see where it takes us. We'll pull a tarot card for the subject card and just kind of go from there. And we'll use oracle cards and the messages that I've written down along the way. So, universal hug. Feel the universe wrap you in an embrace of unconditional love. Let this energy of warmth and acceptance restore and uplift your spirit. Wow. That is literally what I started off with, is where things should come from. It should come from a place of love. When we make choices in our life, sometimes we make quick decisions and we don't even take a second to figure out, why am I making this choice? Or why are these choices being presented to me? When we take a moment and pause and come from a place of, okay, what feels right? Like if you're making a decision and you shake your head and I don't want to do that. That is literally your soul going, nope, not that one. Choose again. And so I think that's the direction for our reading for today. So I think what we'll do is let's take a look here of some different things that I wrote down. Fear of acceptance is the shame or lack of acceptance of self. So let's take a look at the acceptance of self. So we're going to use tarot to kind of guide us through this, just to help channel the messages from the divine. So when we are at a place of fear, that is not where we want to be. We want to be in a place of love. So fear of acceptance is the shame or lack of the acceptance of self. So show us how we are lacking in the acceptance of self. Okay. Wow. So we have the Nine of Swords. I don't know of a more perfect card to start off with. When we're in that place of a lack of acceptance of self, it is a constant nightmare. It is those repetitive thoughts that we're not good enough. This isn't good enough. My job isn't good enough. I'm not smart enough. All that negative thinking that we go through, which we have to go through because that's our shadows, right? And where are we going? We're going towards the divine. We're going towards our light. We're going towards our soul's path. So if we take a look, as that is our subject, where we're just in those repetitive thoughts of lack, where is our challenge and our obstacle? our challenge and our obstacle is temperance, which is balance. This is what we need to find in our life. We need to find that balance, that duality of dark and light, right? And when you come from a place of love, and I know that sounds so cliche, but that is literally it. Everything comes from right here, because this is where your love is, your heart chakra. This is where your soul speaks to you the loudest, right? And so if the, sorry, I have my little notes right here on my spread. If the challenge and the obstacle is finding a balance, well, then what is keeping us from finding a balance? So we dip into our past for just a minute, right? And so we have the 10 of Cups here. And so if we have the 10 of Cups as like a past that's off balance, it could be lacking the true meaning of this card right here, which is the 10 of Cups. So the 10 of Cups is that emotional fulfillment. So when we are struggling to have acceptance of self and we feel shame, it is coming from a lack of emotional balance. And so if we look at card number 4, which is our future card, let's say, like a message from our future self, letting us know why we're in balance here, this is the 5 of Pentacles. And the 5 of Pentacles is us calling ourselves out, us staying in that 9 of Wands emotion and situation and feelings. And so if our future self is pointing this out to us right now, it is telling us we are out of balance, and we're going to continue to stay out of balance if we stay in this energy, if we stay in that 5 of Pentacles energy. So what we want to do is move away from that. We want to go inside. It's funny that I say that, because I have heard so many times other readers that I just adore and love and follow, they will say that these two people could literally just go inside and they can get the comfort and the help that they're desiring. And what I really deeply feel is what this means is go within. Just as I said, go within and figure out what is it, where's your soul literally calling you, where is your intuition guiding you to be able to achieve this temperance, this balance in your life right now. And so what is the root cause that is keeping us from achieving that balance? Well, we know we have a lack of emotional balance. We know we're at a place where we're possibly just kind of calling ourselves out in a negative way. This card's telling me to tell you to go within, And we have the King of Wands. So if the King of Wands is our root, or where it's going to come from, where the strength is going to come from, is knowing that you're divinely guided, knowing you have that protection from source, from God, right? King of Wands he is ambitious, and he is strong, and he is stern with where he wants to go. You can't tell him what to do or how to do it. He already knows, because he has that ambition and that drive to do so. So once you go within and you find that balance within yourself, so like you have your ego mind, and that's the one that talks the loudest, right? That's the one that continues to keep you in that lack thinking. But then you have that other part of yourself, that softer part, your higher self. When it speaks to you, when God speaks to you, it's not loud. So if thoughts are loud and heavy, that is your ego. When the thoughts are soft and quiet and gentle, that is God, or that is your spirit guides or your higher self literally trying to nudge you in the right direction. And so where you're being nudged to go is to quiet, I always say calm the crazy. So for me, the ego, when it gets too loud, because we need our ego, because our ego drives us sometimes. But when the ego starts pushing us towards where we feel lack, and we have these 9 of Swords repetitive thoughts, when the ego starts getting loud like that, that is when we need to get quiet. That's when we need to go within. That's where we'll start feeling that drive and that ambition, and we'll start feeling this energy of the King of Wands. So if we are asking for messages from above, which is our card number 6, we have the King of Pentacles. And so the King of Pentacles, the advice from them is, we know what we want, we know how to get it. So the King of Pentacles is very grounded. When you look at the card, you see that he's wearing a cloak of like grapes, right? And grapes symbolize something that's very difficult, very hard to cultivate. And if you notice, he's wearing the armor of the emperor underneath his cloak. And that means he's ready to go at a moment's notice. He's ready to take action to protect and cultivate his life, his grounding, his being. And so the advice from above is literally to do what you need to do to protect yourself and ground yourself. And what I mean by that, because I always got confused when I was on the beginning of my spiritual path to recovery as I'm going through sobriety. It was like, okay, well, what does that mean to ground myself? What in the world does that mean? So what that means is to go within and to get quiet. Whatever you need to use to help you feel that connection to self or to connection to spirit. This is black tourmaline. This was gifted to me from a friend of mine, which makes it just so much more special. When I feel like I've got too many racing thoughts or just not sure which direction to go, I know I need to go within. I know I need to slow down. I know I need to come from a place of love and light, and that I am abundant. And that means I have an abundance of gifts being given to me all of the time. They're the thoughts to slow down. They're the thoughts to connect with you guys. They're the thoughts to share my message. And so if we're coming from a place of fear of acceptance is the shame of lack, the lack of acceptance of self, it's grounding myself and realizing, okay, I'm on my journey right now. It's okay that I don't have all the answers. If I pause and slow down and I ground myself, I will be gifted those answers. And so I feel like that resonates so much with the King of Pentacles because he is abundantly grounded. He's Pentacles. It's earthly. And so it's also a reminder to, go back to self, go back to that earth grounding, just stop and ground yourself. So I love that because that's really what will take us from fear and to acceptance. Just accept your situation as they are and sit back and ask, okay, so why am I going through these situations right now? And why do I feel that fear? I always say, and some others say it a different way, but I always say it's like going backwards. Okay, I'm in this situation right now. How did I get here? And what am I feeling? And then just kind of like take it apart from there. That's just the messages that I feel like I'm supposed to share with you guys right now. I want to do another oracle deck here that is the heart opening mantras. It's these beautiful cards that I was gifted. It's New Lemurian Heart Center. They were crafted by Michael Hamilton, who is no longer with us in this dimension. He's on the other side now. But I love these messages and I love all the information I'm learning about Lemuria. It's pretty neat. So if you haven't heard about it yet, which I'm sure you have, feel free to Google it and find out. It's really interesting, all the things that I'm finding out. Okay, so the first message I want to share with you guys is a number 16. I see in others reflection of my own beauty, perfection, and darkness. This resonates so much. So to put it in an example, if you're dealing with somebody and they're causing some sort of drama or chaos and it's affecting you, it darn well could be because that is something that you have done to others or you have done on another timeline, another incarnation, and now you're here dealing with it on the reciprocal side, right? You're the recipient of this situation, and how are you going to deal with it? Because it's possible that your soul was on the other side the last time. So now I see in others reflection of my own beauty, perfection, and darkness. Our next message is number 25. To understand is to do, to act. Actions and belief are one and the same. So let's see. To understand is to do. To act, actions, and belief are one and the same. They really are. Your actions and belief are one and the same. So like if you think one thing, but your actions are different, then they're not the same. But when your actions and beliefs are one and the same, that's when you feel that soul alignment. That's when you feel closer to God, closer to the divine, because there's no question. There's no question in your heart. There's no question in your mind. So we're just going to get a couple of oracle cards here before I let you guys go. I do again. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. I am a fairly new channel. So again, every share and every subscribe and every like, every comment. I love your guys' comments. You're so uplifting and so supportive. So thank you so much for that. So we have boundaries as a last message and new love. Ooh, look at you. All right. It is Pisces energy. It says boundaries. Set and honor your boundaries to avoid being taken advantage of. Absolutely. Definitely. Don't be afraid of setting boundaries. If something makes you uncomfortable, you don't have to be defensive about a situation. Be comfortable. Let somebody be who they're going to be. That's you setting a healthy boundary. Fighting and being defensive can really stir bad things up in your soul that you don't want to feel. Just let it go. Just let them be them and you be you. So that's what I feel the message was from that card. Your next card is Libra, new love. A new romantic relationship is unfolding that will be deeply meaningful to you. And honestly, what I literally just heard and I kind of feel like I'm going to cry right now. What I really heard when I was reading this is it's you. The relationship that you're going to be building is yours for you. You're going to be working on how you can really, really, truly love yourself and just be one with yourself. I literally just see it's almost as if you're hugging your soul, like you're hugging a white light, like you're just kind of in that moment of embracing the fact that you are divine, you are love, you are light. And again, and I love that. I love that they showed me that because our first card was universal hug. Feel the universe wrap you in embrace of unconditional love. Let this energy of warmth and acceptance restore and uplift your spirit. All right. So as always, I really enjoy doing these readings for you guys. If I haven't said it before, I am available next week for one-on-one readings. Just feel free to reach out to me, leave me a comment, or send me an email, and I'll get back to you. Until then, take care and have a great rest of your day.